kind of game one for this BO5 Grand Final. If we can make Emo's game a living hell in game one, we might just win out the series. Because, you know, Emo, he doesn't show any signs of tilting, but sometimes you do see him get a little bit angry. And now, well, Ollie going to get battery assaulted up. There's going to be a fair bit of damage, but he does disrupt. And now the arrow coming in, but Ollie is still very low and does go down for the first blood. But nothing to say, is also going to lose his life. Fly popped the meta and at least got the puck as a trade, with the Malefice just really setting up. Nice regen still off, nothing to say. Or rather, Sinkyu trying to secure it for himself here. They didn't want to give it over to Emo. Fly actually dropping bot lane, and now Y also going to go down in the mid lane. Emo on the run, still in major trouble, and Ehome will be able to take him out. But Fly, I mean, he's getting... Dreamcore is going to be there down a bot lane with a toss in onto Y, and Avalanche is going to be there. Emo, he doesn't have a way out. Fly going to TP back in.
Top, Sylar and Sinkyu standing around JT.
Here we go. They might just commit Black Hole, and they will. Just go for the easy kill. It's JT going to pop the Ravage. He is still alone. It's just him and his Helm of the Dominator creep.
Yeah, it's been a slower start. This is not something we're used to seeing from Ehome. And again, Fate Beyond just finding the solo kills across the map. So Ehome are enabling themselves with this aggression they're playing with, and they're not letting go.
Y going to be there onto Kaka. He does have leap chances, but now the Dream Core out from nothing to say. They're fighting over the bounty runes. Y about to die, but there goes Emo, and there goes Kaka, and Emo pulled back. He's TPing into the tier 2, zipping right in, but he's going to be out of mana at this rate. He wants the haste rune. He'll take it. Now going back onto the puck, here comes Fly. They really need some sort of a trade here for that buyback. They're not getting it yet, but now nothing to say. Does get purged up. They will rush him. They will get him, and they're going to make their way out now as Faith Beyond was TPing in on the Tiny. Bit of a loop around here. Y going to get spotted out by Emo. Will get jumped with the arrow flying through, and they will at least probably get the clockwork, but Y still has hookshot available. Still, Emo does eventually take him out. Now in the mid lane, Moonlight Shadow has been popped. Who do they want to jump on? Or do they even want to jump? Sylar, he'll come in with the TP. Still, Fly walking out of there. There's the Avalanche from Faith Beyond. Now Emo, he'll zip in back onto the Tiny, but the Dream Coil is going to be there, but the arrow connecting on the Tiny. Faith is in trouble and will go down. Sin will put the Midnight Pulse and Malefice. It won't do much, and the tier 1 is still falling. Why? He's thinking about going for a hook shot, and he misses. Fly. How does that hook shot miss? Is they're going to be pincered in by Ehome if they're not careful. They'll loop around the river. Faith still trying to bait them in here, and it's going to work. Ehome zips in, but nothing to say is right behind him. Emo, hookshot going to go right through him onto the Spectre Illusion, but it works out. And now, well, the toss back onto JT, who has the Ravage but doesn't want to commit at the moment. We'll back off. And Ehome, well, they got the target they wanted, but they'll take another. Ollie will also go down to the Shadow Demon, and now they'll look for more. Spectral Dagger is going to be there on Kaka. The Ravage, great from JT, connecting on 4. They'll take down Y. Now Sylar's very low. Sinkyu gets in there for the Black Hole, but they're going to lose Sylar. They'll try and trade. Fly, he will go down, and now JT will be targeted on the Tide. And he's a tanky boy.
They've got to make this investment in their Terrorblade work out.
Top lane, really what a hook shot. Y with the cogs push back into Faith Beyond.
God.
Is now rotating mid. Kaka gonna be on the low ground. An arrow will make it obvious he's there. But they want JT, it seems. Nothing to say. Does pop the Veil into the Avalanche toss, and it's just too much damage. JT cannot survive through it, and now the Dream Core. Kaka, he tried to come in and help out. Emo, he'll zip in with a great zip onto 3 heroes, but is it going to be enough? There's the horn coming in from Sylar. Back onto Ollie. They got him down. Emo also going to die trying to fight. If they realize it's happening. And now they do. The Rocket Flare will give vision. IG, they don't know the BKB Black Hole's up. This is a very unfortunate predicament for them as the timing's just really bad for IG. They are going to back off, but hook shot is there from Y into the black hole. They caught two. The disruption going to save Fly for now, but there goes JT. No Ravage for IG, but they do get the puck. Nothing to say. He does go down, but here comes the Horn Sylar trying to run away from Fly. And Ehome, are you going back in? Why? He gets a cogs off onto the TB, and now Faith Beyond turns back around with an avalanche toss, but the Sunder is going to be there in time. They need to get out of Ehome, and that's exactly what they'll do. Smoke up, but mid lane, JT. Well, I said you have the Ravage, now you don't. But IG, they're not backing off. They want to keep going. This could be very dangerous for them. Nothing to say, gets a dream call underneath the Sentry Ward for Emo. He's gone. And now Ollie also going to go down, and unfortunately Kaka can't TP out of there. That's a blind avalanche as well.
It's unfortunate. IG, I mean, we just talked about it. Ehome didn't have Black Hole. They start to invade that triangle, Fate Beyond.
He's going to get jumped on here by Emo, gets an Invis Rune out, but is going to die to the Orchid Silence. Still, they are trying to make the jump onto the ST, but Emo is still there with the Ravage coming out from JT, but they do lose Ollie, and now Y will also go down on the clock. Still a great team fight out for IG. They do have another 25 till the Haunt is up, but they'll go for a Moonlight Shadow IG. To a counter smoke of Ehome. They are underneath the Sentry Ward right now. Y going to hook shot in, start the team fight onto Ollie, and they just want this Shadow Demon dead, and they are going to get it. He's gone. Now the Dream Call onto Kaka. He's basically alone at the moment. Nobody else is jumping in from IG. They've still got the Ravage, but how do you turn this team fight now? Faith, he'll run back in with the break onto the Tide Hunter. There goes JT. He commits the Ravage. It's only on one, and now the Black Hole. Q. He catches Emo. He's caught out Fly. The Sunder, not going to be there, but no, he does get the Manta Dodge on the Silence. But Sylar does kill off JT, and Fly was basically the only one left, but Emo, he bought back on the Storm, coming back in for Faith Beyond, the side of Ehome. I mean, Faith Beyond is just... He always brings out these certain, these particular strats that you just don't see anymore. And here we go. JT, just going to sit there, does get Black Hole up, and the Tree Volley just going to destroy him.
Oh, God.
Dream Coil, they caught out another. That's going to be Emo. Dagon down and a hook shot out from Y. They're catching everyone. The Conks push back. Kaka is still silenced. Will eventually try and leap out of there. The Rocket Flare and the finish up from the puck will be enough.
They just have no answer for it.
They do not. And speaking of that Black Hole, John, in 27 seconds, double Black Hole is back. So they've got to be very cautious. IG might want to try and make a team fight happen right now. You've still got the Black Hole, but JT going to get jumped on by Y. Now the Haunted, the Zip, Emo trying to go onto Faith Beyond, but they have lost Kaka. Dream Call actually catching out nobody there. It won't really matter. The TB being disarmed now, trying to get out of here. Ehome, they're going to turn back around. Still Black Hole has not been used up. They jump in now, spotting out Fly. They don't even need it. They don't even need it. Q, he refreshes, but it doesn't matter. The GG's call. It's just complete domination out from the side of Ehome. Game number 2 of this best of 5 grand finals. And it's going to be a relatively important lane for IG, because these Night Stalkers, if they will hold that Thorker's top lane, Q will be the first blood here, as Ollie does pick it up on the clockwork, and the pings are coming up towards the top lane, where Nothing to Say is already there securing a bounty. They could try to make a play onto the Troll, or alternatively, they could try to make a play mid with or spot out Kaka, make the Astral steps in with the Aether Remnant, and Kaka will just melt. And Ehome, they've got a smoke going. They're going to just connect mid, trying to go after Kaka on that Rubik, because he's really the only hero showing on the map that's available to be taken out, and they will easily take him out. But now Emo is coming in with Fly. Who do they aim? There's a Doom on Faith Beyond, cancelling that Rolling Thunder, and Doom is going to chase him down. Faith should just die here. He'll keep running in towards that tier 2 tower, and he actually gets the split gold off, so Emo doesn't even get the solo gold. Now Y trying to run away, but JT and Fly are going to chase him down.
Again, this plays into a timing issue for IG. If you actually look at Fly, he's rushing the Battle Fury on the Troll, and
Ollie get jumped and just, oh, actually nice hook shot to try and delay things, but does go down, and now Firefly needs to get out of there. He'll turn around and maybe go for a fight here. Smoke being popped by Kaka. They've caught out Emo with the Aether, and they just lock him down. Firefly force the battle trance, but Sylar walking away, and now the disarm is out from Faith Beyond. Another disarm is out, and they go down. JT losing another dominated creep there. Another 200 gold going to Sinkyu on the Mirana. He's going to hang out down to that bot lane and try to set up on the side of Ehome, and he has vision of exactly what they're doing. But Arrow won't land, but Hookshot will. Ollie going in. Still Rolling Thunder out onto Emo. They're trying to get rid of this Doom ASAP. Now jumping back in onto Ollie. They take out the clock. Firefly going to come in now on the Troll Warlord. Trying to look for a good battle trance. A Doom going to be committed now on the Void Spirit, so they'll go after Nothing to Say, and eventually he should go down. Firefly, he does get the battle trance off after Sylar, but he's been disarmed again. He can't do anything here, so he'll go down. Now JT needs to back out of there. Kaka on the Rubik cannot survive the damage from Faith Beyond.
He needs to farm. They've got to buy the space for the troll to make this item pickup pay off. But if they force Firefly to fight, it won't amount to much.
Faith Beyond just going on Kaka. Doesn't even need the Rolling Thunder. It was cancelled off by the lift of Kaka, but that's kind of doing Faith a favor, because now he has it for this fight. Lift is there on Firefly. He does just walk away. Ollie trying to protect him, but Faith is going straight for the main target. Firefly, he does get stunned up. Sylar going to be there to help out. They silence him. He can't even battle trance. He will eventually. Faith in trouble, getting low, but can they take him out? Maybe they can. No, not quite. He walks away, and Firefly is going to go down. Now Ollie also being jumped on. The Clockwork's gone.
You're rough. You're in a rough spot.
They go on. They
No.
caught Emo, but they're trying to bait right now. Hookshot's going to be there on Sinkyu, and JT, he pops the ultimate. Going on to Sylar. Sylar, you don't want to lose this Spectre, but you don't really have a choice in the matter. IG, they get one. Now Sinkyu also dying at Ehome, making a U-turn, going back the other way.
Yeah, a freebie for Ehome as they moonlight, and
Ollie, he had the Sentry Ward there, but he can't protect himself from the Yules or the Arrow. Perhaps he could hookshot out, but he will not have time. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's going to be a lift on Faith Beyond, but Kaka cannot sustain the damage of Nothing to Say. And that will now increase their net worth lead to 5k. And have they found another one? Oh, they found Firefly.
Oh no.
There's the horn from Sylar. Firefly on the run. But Sinkyu, if he needs it, has the Yules. He's probably just waiting out the battle trance and gets the arrow anyway. Could be a big team fight for IG with these BKBs. Ehome going to run straight into Emo, but can they take him out in time? No, he gets the BKB off and the arrow won't really land. So now they want to backtrack, but they are hooking in JT with a huge silence, but Will-O-Wisp is going to be there. It does nothing, however. Ehome still just trying to kite them around. Faith is in trouble and will go down, but now you might lose Emo, and you do. The Doom ends up going down, and Sylar actually kills off Ollie. Meanwhile, the dominated creep. Instead, the other side of the jungle, they should see them. There is a sentry, and Doom is going to be there on the Pango. So they want to just disengage. Hookshot not going to be on the mark, and Sylar, he's already killed off Kaka on the Rubik. Now they'll go on to Nothing to Say, but the Will-O-Wisp will be dropped. Still, Nothing to Say almost dead and does go down. It's a good start for IG, but can they keep it up? Because the Pangolier now can get that Rolling Thunder off, and Nothing to Say will buy back, and there goes Firefly on the Troll, going down, and now they also got Ollie on that Clockwork. He's also gone, and well, JT, he's going to try for the TP, but Sylar, well, they'll get the Yules off. And JT has no way out. He's gone. It's another 4 for 1.
it's a bit awkward as they've left their mid-range racks to die. Still, JT committed the Dark Ascension, and they're still hunting for more.
Faith is going to get spotted in that Roshan pit, just not paying attention, but Dagger coming in, they're going to help him out, but there's the Doom coming out from Emo now on that Pangolier, but they will haunt in. It's a lot of damage. Ollie will die, and Faith will buy back immediately. So those BKBs are wearing off and Nothing to Say, just jumping in perfectly onto that staircase, and Emo probably going to die. Firefly going for the battle trance onto Sylar. They do get him with the arrow and the attacks of Firefly, but it may cost him his own life. Firefly getting jumped on again with the silencers out. Ollie, he also brought back on the clockwork, but it may not matter as he's probably just going to die. And here comes Faith with the Rolling Thunder. He has Kaka under control, and they are going to get a triple on the Void Spirit. And more importantly for Ehome, another 4-man, in fact it was a full team wipe. Looks like they're just going to be willing to give over the top racks. They can't get Megged at the moment because the bot tier 2 is still there. They're going to wait. JT, he's looping around on the Night Stalker, popping the nighttime and going for the silence onto Faith Beyond, but he gets force-staffed out of there. He can't eat the cheese in time. He will go down. Now Sylar, being chased in the spec, will turn around onto JT. He still has the Aegis. Now the Void Spirit going in. JT dies, but he'll buy back. Fly getting the Aegis off the Spectre, going into that Void Spirit, but nothing to say, is making a run for it. Now the dust is there, but it's too late. Fly's BKB's worn off, and so has the Battle Trance, and now they just jump in to shred apart the side of IG, and they've called the GG again. And that'll mean Ehome have a 2-0 lead in these best of 5 grand finals, and they are 1 game away.
And if IG, they can hold out and play their hearts out, they might be able to force another game up against Ehome. Ricky, if he hits the level 6 mark at a good time, they can just play aggressive, although why?
Well, he's got the Ink Swell, but the spear is going to land. Kaka will be stunned up, and they'll keep trying after Wine. This could be the first blood, though. No, Ollie gets the first blood down a bot lane onto Sin-Q, and Y will end up dying regardless on the Grimstroke top lane.
Really make most of this level 6 spike and really start to build up a bit quicker, although
Spear going to be there, but do you have enough damage? Sylar, he should be just fine. In fact, he'll turn around onto Ollie with Sin-Q to follow up, and Ollie, well, he's trying, but the tricks of the trade going to be out. Sylar still not finished with this Shadow Demon, but Sin-Q can try to finish it off and does, but here comes Emo with the X and the Torrent. He does catch out Sin-Q, but Faith Beyond now is connecting. Sylar, he has been dusted up. He needs to be a bit cautious here. Fly even joining in on the junk now, but Sylar, he'll blink out of there. Now the arena being dropped. IG really committing, and with a great spear out on Faith Beyond, they will get another 2 for their trouble. And they only lose the position 5 Shadow Demon.
got all the tools in the world to keep that Ember Spirit down, and nothing to say is just off the
shot in, Faith Beyond, right on the Kunkka. Emo's in trouble with the Ink Swarm, but a great snowball save. They're going straight into that T1, but Emo, he's alive. Now the arena out from JT, just trapping in Faith Beyond. No spear yet, but there it is. Right into the ledge, and Faith should be dead, but here comes the Ember. Back onto Emo. They do get the Kunkka now, but the boat did come out beforehand. They'll go for the team fight anyway. Sin-Q trying to get out, but he does not have leap charges. Still, the Soulbind keeping him safe, but the Snowball is going to be there, and that will be enough. Now the Omni on Sylar will be juked out by the tricks of the trade, and Sylar will continue chasing down. Meanwhile, nothing to say, does die again on the Ember. He just respawned. IG should not know about this, so Fly could be in trouble. The hookshot will be there with the smoke screen. JT, he gets a spear off. It is going to connect onto that Ricky. Now they'll turn back around onto Sylar. JT, Arena is going to be there. Faith and Sylar both trapped in, and Kaka going to come in on the tusk. Sylar jumps out with the disruption, ruining the Omni. But it won't matter. They get the spear into the shards and kill him off, and now Faith should also go down, and they do have the control. Kind of cool with that diffusal blade up. But mid lane, nothing to say. Gonna get jumped on with that Torrent. Now the X and the Snowball. Walrus Punch. The boat gonna be juked out with the Yules, but they get the Purge off. Faith Beyond hooking in. Kaka will go down.
Abuse this time where Ehome's weak.
Kaka gonna get spotted, but the rest of his team's right behind him. They do connect with the arrow, but Faith, he's gonna be in trouble for this. JT commits the arena, trapping in nothing to say. Faith Beyond, gonna go down to Emo on the Kunkka, but here comes Sylar, jumping on the Kunkka, but the disruption gonna save the day for now. Tricks to the trade there with the double chains out, and Ehome suddenly getting some pickoffs. Fly's lost the Aegis. He does not have Omni for another 20. They jump back in with the Soulbind. Ollie probably easily gonna die, and Sylar, he's got the smoke screen again. Boy. That Jug's in huge trouble, and he's gone. What? A 4-for-1 trade. Gonna spot out nothing to say who does have a DD, and now Faith will hook shot in with the Cogs push back into the arrow, but the Snowball is gonna save from Kaka. Now JT with the arena will take down the Grimstroke straight away, and now they'll go on to Nothing to Say with the Torrent and the Silence. The smoke screen, it is helping, but is it helping enough? Now the Sleight of Fist, Remnant out, but a spear from JT, latching him to a tree, and he does go down. IG, they're not backing off, but again, Ehome is split pushing the mid and the bot lane. Xingqiu will get X'd up into the Torrent and the boat with the Orchid out, and this should mean the Mirana is going to die. Onto the melee barracks, they do repair kit it up. Xingqiu does buy back, and now the arrow in with the hook shot. Torrent going to be out with the Warrior's Punch. Onto Nothing to Say, but he's trying to fight back. He is falling way too low, however. He'll be forced to remnant out and will be fine. That'll be the top
That
racks
bot
going
lane,
down.
though.
The
Look
bot
at
racks,
bot lane.
it still goes down to Sylar, who is not joining this team fight. Nothing to Say, jumping back in, but he just melts. Oh, that was quick. So Faith gonna stand out with the Rocket Flare, does hook shot in. Nothing to Say, does jump into the back lines, trying to go on to the Shadow Demon Ollie. He's still okay though. Meanwhile, Y does die of the Grimstroke, and now, well, it's a full-scale brawl. They do get the Warrior's Punch and the boat to come in. Sylar falling low, Nothing to Say, does die with no buyback again. And it's looking really bad here for Ehome, but great for IG as they got Nothing to Say, or rather, they got the Clockwork Faith beyond. He'll be fine, but Xingqiu will not. The Mirana does die. Sylar on the run. Arena won't land. Sylar does actually kill off Kaka, but at what cost? He'll go after Firefly now on the junk, but he is stuck with the spear and does go down. No buyback on him either. And Faith is the last one left, and they call GG. IG do manage to take game number 3 up against Ehome.
Oh, and that's a fantastic showing from IG.
The spatter in the works. They'll go for the Wraith King pickup. Alright, so
This is really favoring Nothing to Say. He wants to play it slow anyway on the mag. He's not under any pressure, although up top on the bounties.
they do get the stomp off and the stun from Firefly, but arrow won't land, and Xingqiu, can he get himself out? No. The roll will be blocked, and that'll be first blood.
Nah. Still?
Roll in. They're going to go on to Ollie. That's Soul Assumption should be enough, but a great stomp out. Connecting on 2, and they're going to go onto the Visage, but Wyatt does try and help out, but no. Emo is there on the Void Spirit. Now going on to Xingqiu with the 8th Remnant to lock him in, and Xingqiu will also go down.
He's going to have more mobility, or at least ways to force heroes into him still.
Run straight into Faith Beyond. They're trying to get through that Gravekeeper's Cloak. The Stomp is going to be out, but swap out on the Visage. And JT, well, Magnetize is going to be there. Xingqiu trying to control them up. Refreshing it. Still chasing down that Visage here. IG should be able to eventually get it, and they do. That's going to come out from Y, but he was barely... Well, actually, he did connect on Ollie, but Ollie is already out of there. Now Emo going to jump back in onto that Venge. Roll, not going to connect, but Y will go down, and now the Stomp is out from Ollie onto that Earth Spirit with the arrow follow-up. That'll be the support duo of Ehome dying.
It's going to be scary to fight into this.
Emo jumping in. Does catch out the Venge, but no, he actually gets a familiar there. Still going back on the Venge. Why? Low, but not low enough, so they'll take the team fight. Jumping onto the Visage now, Firefly. Getting rid of that Gravekeeper's Cloak, but it's not going to be enough yet. They do get Y on the Venge. Firefly very, very deep, but he almost kills off Faith, and he does. Does manage to get the kill, but now the RP coming up from the Magnus. Nothing to Say does kill off Emo. Onto JT, no, they might want Ollie. You go after the Elder Titan, but Skewer does not connect. Ollie gets a stomp off. The roll is going to be there, and Sylar will TP on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, they've got that 2k lead for themselves. They're the ones smoked up now. They might find Sylar once more. It's going to be
DD
big.
active on Emo. It's a lot of damage. Sylar forced to BKB. He goes to the TP attempt, but RP gonna save the day from Nothing to Say. And now, can they clear them out? Well, Xingqiu's gonna come in with the Magnetize. They do get off Kaka. The Wraith King Reincarnation Life also dying. But this Void Spirit actually had an Invis rune, so he'll survive. Back to the Wraith King. The damage, they're just being controlled on the side of Ehome, and it looks like they are going to lose at least one on the Wraith King, and now the DKJT also goes down. Ollie, he's the next target, and he's gone. It's going down quick, though. They've got to hurry up if they're going to make the jump in, and they are not going to make it. Sylar has the Aegis, but they'll go for the fight anyway. Onto Xingqiu, but there goes Nothing to Say, jumping in onto Firefly, and he's dying quick. That's the first life. Survive the secondary, the rollback in Xingqiu. Firefly He's gone. Sylar, yeah, he's going to make the play up towards that high ground. Fly will show himself. To say does duke out the first stun. Swap in, they got the DK, I believe. JT, he's a tanky target, but the RP comes in onto 2, and that'll be JT gone. Fly will lose his first life. Sprout is there. Does he have a quelling? He does. They're going to go after Y. They'll get the Venge, and now Emo jumping into the back lines, but he is running out of spells at the moment. JT trying to protect Emo while he walks away, but it's looking really, really bad because Sylar is hitting way too hard. Still Fly will get back up onto SyncQ, but he goes down. He does have buyback. He'll have to commit straight away. Still trying to run. The Sprouts come out with the soul. It's up to JT. He's going to die back immediately. And now Emo, he jumped in. He does get the Aegis of the Nature's Prophet. Fly back on the run as Emo will do the same. No, he'll jump back in onto the Prophet, but Fly is going to lose his first life once again. Back into it. They've killed off Sylar. That's the main form of damage gone for Ehome. And now it's just the Magnus. Nothing to say. He has been caught out, IG. Drops the, I believe he just dropped the gem. Tried to hide it, but it's been caught out. He's going to go down here to the side of Invictus Gaming. Now the Moonlight Shadow out from IG. Do they want to counter-initiate here? Looks like they do. Emo going to jump in onto that bench, trying to take down Y, and they do. No, they don't. The RP going to be there in time. Now with the Magnetize, it's a lot of damage out on IG, and they have lost one in the form of JT on the DK. The Reincarnation Life going to be out from Fly, but Sylar doing so much damage, and SyncQ with the control. He'll try to make a run for it. The Yule's out. They at least called the ET, and Ollie is going to go down.
They're pinging out that bot. They want to take these racks.
The only dieback that was there was JT. Everyone else does have the ability to buy back into this game. Where everyone that's dead right now, and that's just ET. Going to jump in on to SyncQ, but the swap out from Y, and now Emo, he's gone. He'll buy back, but Fly loses his first life again. Sylar is hidden like an absolute truck at the moment. They've got Fly in the Sprout. He's in huge trouble and does go down. No buyback for another 2 minutes. He is gone, and Ollie. IG going to try their hearts out for this defense, but the Hex comes out. JT, he cannot afford to die, but he has no choice in the matter. He's gone. Emo, he's going to jump in. This could be the final team fight. He does get Y, but he just explodes. Ollie, yeah, he's been caught up, but nothing to say. They call it. GG has been called, and Ehome, after 4 games in this grand final, do manage to pull off the DPL-CDA Season 2.